Yo, what's poppin', everybody? In a second, as I set this up, we're gonna talk about RBE's to get back. Let's hope that this live goes out to everybody, because the last time I did it didn't go out to everybody, and YouTube didn't keep the video. It kept 20 seconds of a 20 or 25-minute video or live that I did. Salute to everybody. Hope your week is going good for you. We're gonna do some predictions. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna wait a few minutes to get people in here. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you guys checked out my King of the Dot Awards video. Hopefully you did. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you liked the whole look of it. Salute, Andrea. I wanted to do this prediction blog in the same method that I did the King of the Dot Awards thing. I wasn't able to do it for timing reasons, but if you guys really like the way that I did that King of the Dot thing, I'm gonna try my best to do more of that. I don't know how realistic that is. I wouldn't be able to really put out a steady schedule or something like that because what goes into it. But I like the look of it. I enjoyed the fact that it was something different, and so hopefully you guys liked it. I don't know why this says Briz and Caffeine recap, because this ain't that. I guess I have to change it later. I don't know if it ain't gonna let me. Alright, so everybody knows already. RBE and URL both have their battles going on Saturday. Battle rap is excited right now. I don't like how this is happening. Because we know this was done on purpose, but it is what it is. So we'll do predictions for the RBE Get Back, and we'll do predictions for the URL one. Maybe I'll try to go live tomorrow and talk about that. Other thing is, if you haven't gotten your tickets, you could get $10 off your tickets for the RBE event. Go to rarebreedent.com. I forgot what promo code they have out now, but you can check them on their social media and see what the promo code is. You could save some money on the tickets. You know what I'm saying? Get your pay-per-views. rarebreedent.com. You guys know. Salute AJ. I was just saying, AJ, I want to do more stuff with the green screen as we did, but we'll when we have time. And no, I'm not rapping. I can't rap, sir. All right, let's get into it. Let's start at the bottom of this card. So let me start out the gate. Wavington versus Bone Carr. Pause. I'm gonna be honest with y'all about that. I don't really know much about either one of these guys. Pause, but Bone Carr I've never even heard of. I do have the second part of my interview with Floss the Boss. If you guys didn't check out the first part, go check that out. We talk about quite a few things. But I have a second part that maybe I'll release tonight or tomorrow morning. Second part of my interview with Floss the Boss. But anyway, we talked about that. I don't know who these. I'm unfamiliar, so I can't give you a prediction on that. But Payne versus Zay. Zay from North Carolina or South Carolina, and Payne from Ohio, I believe. I think this is a very good matchup. One SKs. I think this is a very good matchup. I like the style clash here. I think this is going to be super dope. I think this is going to be one of them sleeper battles. The unfortunate part is that it's one round, and I really think these guys would have been fire on a 3-round battle. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion. It's hard for me to really call this battle. And again, it's a 1-round battle. I'm just going to say, for the sake of conversation, I'm going to lean a little bit more with Zay. But this is a pick'em. This can go either way. Andrea, salute Andrea Speaks says the same thing. This should be a good battle. I believe so. AJ says the audio is popping. What about now, AJ? Everything sound good? For you guys watching, this is live now, so when you watch it later, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking to the chat. Let me know how that is, AJ. You said sounds the same. I don't know what to do with that right now, so I'm just gonna continue with what I'm saying. Let's move on to the next battle. Blue Cocaine versus Lady J. Listen, Blue Cocaine is on fire right now. He said when you speak it crackles some. I don't know. Now this is a good space away from me. I don't know if it has anything to do with the friction from the laptop, maybe. I don't know. So, as I was saying, Blue Cocaine is on fire right now. She is something special. So is Lady J. Lady J caught a body her last time on RBE. I think that this is going to be a fire battle, and from my understanding, it's an on-site battle. And I like the idea of these two in an on-site battle. There's no crowd gas. There's none of that. It's just straight bars from both these ladies who are up and coming females in this, who are both fire. Both coming off good performances. This is another pick'em situation. This could really go either way. I'm gonna lean with Lady J a bit more because I feel she's a bit more seasoned. I think that she's been in different environments and stuff. She knows how to handle it. I think Blue Cocaine is an absolute natural. That girl is a star. But I'm going to say I have to pick a winner in this battle. I'm going to edge it to Lady J. I think she'll take this battle 2-1. Next on the list, Floss the Boss versus KT. Now, I had Floss the Boss on again. You guys go check out that first part of the interview, and I will be dropping the second part very soon. Personally, I think KT is good. But I think Floss is a very underrated guy, man. I don't think people really show him the respect he deserves. I don't think people understand that he's a dangerous battle rapper. And one thing I find crazy dope about Floss the Boss is that he doesn't write anything. He writes in his head. That guy comes up with 3 rounds in his head, memorizes it, performs it over and over. That's incredible to me. And think about somebody who's able to do that in battle rap. Now go back and watch his battles and know he didn't write on pen or paper not one of those bars. That's incredible, man. I think it's an uphill battle for KT, who again I think is talented. But Floss is just way too comfortable, and Floss could turn it up real quick, man. I'm going to go Floss the Boss 2-1. Possibly 3-0 to be honest, but I'm going to say 2-1. We talked about all of those. Let's go Sharon versus Chef Trez. I'm not excited for this battle. I'm going to keep it real. I'm not excited for this battle. I am excited. Nah, I don't want to say excited, but I'm happy to see Chef Trez back on. I like that Chef Trez is just spreading his wings, so to speak, pause, in terms of going to different platforms, being on different leagues, and checking out these different matchups that are out there for him. Being able to really maybe get a foothold in other people's fan bases. I think this is dope in terms of what he can turn this into for himself overall. Sharon has impressed me in his last few battles. And you guys know I'm difficult on Sharon all the time. Most of it is really just playing around, man. You know, I have to get at DME, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I do think that he's you know, showed me different in these last few battles. He's made it interesting. He still has his cringe worthy moments, but he's made it a bit more interesting. Overall, I'm going with Chef Trez on this. I'm going to say 2-1. And again, I don't really like the matchup in terms of the actual battle. I like what it can do for Chef Trez all around the board. And again, for Sharon, this is just another feather in his cap because we know one thing. Sharon has taken difficult battles. You know what I'm saying? And this is definitely one of them. I'm hearing they're gonna have a fourth round rebuttal / freestyle thing. This is the reason why I don't like that, because I felt like Sharon and Big Cannon did it already, and I would hate for that to just be something that people kind of watered down. It's a difficult thing to do, and if anybody could do it, it's Chef Trez and Sharon. But it's just like, I hope it's timed. I hope they only do it for like a minute, maybe two. Nothing past that, because it could get boring quick. Because you got to think about it. These guys are gonna battle 3 rounds and then the 4th round freestyle, and it's like, I really don't want it to take away from what Cannon and Sharon already did. You know, I think what they did was just so dope. I don't want that to take away from that. But you know, you guys might feel differently, and it's fine. You know, and again, I got Chef Trez taking that battle. We're gonna move on now to, who's this? Show Off versus Mac Myron. I'm happy. Congratulations to Show Off. Congratulations to Mac Myron on making the card. This is a replacement battle from the Oops and JC battle that didn't happen. I'll be open and honest about this. I'm not too happy with JC right now, and JC is one of my favorites. JC is definitely in my top 5. And I don't like this, the way the situation was handled, to be quite honest. And it's not the first time. Salute Pyro Pancakes. This dude's crazy, man. Anyway, that's a different situation for another day. I love seeing Show Off back. I think he belongs on RBE. Of course, I want to see him on other platforms, but I think he belongs there. He was one of the foundational battle rappers for RBE. And so, you know, to me, I look at this like, I know he's from, you know, we seen him in other leagues. He comes from, I forgot the name, the league he came from. But anyway, the point is that we've seen him grow throughout the years, but he's had some of his greatest moments. And of course, his resume was built off RBE. And, you know, he's been gone for a while. I'm hoping that he's coming back hungry and ready to kill, because Mac Myron is not an easy opponent to beat. And again, I think that Mac Myron's battle, go check out his battle that dropped already on King of the Dot, Mac Myron versus Caustic. And we know last year he had a Battle of the Year contender with Mac Myron versus Danny Myers. So we know what Mac Myron can bring to the table. Excuse me. I'm gonna go Show Off. I'm gonna say Show Off 2-1. All right, and that's because, again, the anticipation of Show Off. We know what his pen is like. We know all of that, man. I believe Show Off can edge this battle. Next battle on the list: Rosenberg Raw versus Snake Eyes. I like this matchup. I like I said, and this goes for all the battle rappers. I like seeing battle rappers take their chances on other platforms. I think it's dope to see Snake Eyes on RBE. What I'm worried about is that this is gonna hurt him in terms of how URL might want to deal with him. But you know, I think it's good for them to touch other platforms, man. Broaden your horizons, see different places. You know, create a bigger fan base from everybody, man. Why not? And show that you can really hang wherever you go. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I like their face-off. Their face-off was entertaining. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out on Champion. That was Rosenberg and Snake Eye. I think there was a 2-part face-off. I believe it was a 2-part face-off. But anyway, it was entertaining nonetheless. What I'm hoping is that we keep this all bars. You know, we know that both of these guys, Snake Eyes, could be very intense. We know how Rosenberg is, and he's not gonna back down. But you know, we don't need all that. We just need them to rap. That's it. We just need them to rap. That's all we need from them. And I believe that they can make this a very interesting battle, the both of them. I have to be honest here. I'm struggling with who to pick here on the win. You know, I'm gonna edge Rosenberg. You know, I am a big supporter of Rosenberg, but I really like Snake Eyes and what he brings to the table. And like I said, even though this is neither here nor there, I always wish that Snake Eyes and No Mercy, you know, could get together and have a conversation and straighten out their differences, because I would love to see them on the trap one day, headlining there, and giving one of these younger up-and-coming guys a real opportunity. Salute T-Boo. I'm a edge Rosenberg. I'm a edge Rosenberg 2-1. Again, I think Rosenberg is amped up for this battle. I know Rosenberg feels there's been this whole King of RBE conversation going on, and Rosenberg is gonna step to this challenge, I believe. Again, this is a pick'em battle, man. It's a very good battle. Could go either way, but I'm gonna edge Rosenberg on this one. All right, I'm gonna say 2-1 as of right now, but I really think that it'll be an edge, really an edge. Danny Myers versus A Ward. I love this battle. I love this matchup. I think this is gonna be an awesome battle. Me being such a big supporter of them both, man. I think they both are just so fire. You know what I'm saying? I think that this can end up being a contender for Battle of the Year. I have high expectations for both these guys, and I'm pretty sure they got even higher expectations for themselves. And they can rise to the occasion. We know how good both these guys are. On any given night, on any platform, these guys here can show up and show out and steal the whole show. And I anticipate that that's what they're going to do. I'm having a hard time with this, man. 1 minute I think Danny got this. Next minute I think A Ward got it. This is as close of a race as it could possibly be. Right now, gun in my head, having to pick one, I'm gonna edge A Ward. But it's Razor's edge, man. This is just an incredible matchup, and I can't wait to see what it's gonna be. T-Boo said Danny versus A Ward will be battle of the night. Watch. I agree. It very much can be. What's next on the list? Big K versus Adi Boom. Here's the thing, and I know it's gonna come off a big bias, but it's not. I'm happy to see Adi Boom home. He seems excited. He seems prepared. Floss the Boss said in our interview that Adi Boom is fully prepared and is looking for a kill. He's not showing up for a check. He's not showing up just to show people he's back. He's showing up to show people he's back on a killing spree. And that was how it was expressed to me, how much he wants this and how ready he is. I'm gonna say Adi Boom 3-0. And I think it'll be a gentleman's 30. I don't think it'll be a straight body bag. It can be though. And I know Big K. I was telling Floss. I hope that they worked out this time frame stuff. We know how Big K can be when it comes to that. But I think that Boom is coming, not only showing up again just to be there and to get gassed up. I think he's there really to prove a point, an absolute point. And when it comes to Big K, again, we don't know what Big K is ever going to show up. We don't know if he's going to be complaining about time, so on and so forth, focusing on stuff that has nothing to do with the battle, end up choking any of that. So, like I said, I think it'll be a gentleman's 30. 40 Cal versus Ill Will. See, this is difficult because we don't know what we're getting for 40 Cal. He can really be showing up, really like trying to kill, absolutely trying to kill. King Los to me has been the only battle rapper who was in the industry who came back and really not only had a valiant effort, but some people felt he won. I didn't think he beat Head Ice. When I dropped this next half of the Floss the Boss interview, you guys will hear why. If you didn't see my recap of that battle, you'll see why I felt the way that I felt. But can 40 Cal not only do his thing, but can he impress to a way where people want to see him back again? That's a big point, man. Excuse me. And everybody isn't able to do that. People do want to see King Los come back because they seen what that showing was. Ill Will is in my top 5. Ill Will is, in my opinion, still underrated. I think he is one of the best overall battle rappers. When I say that, he could do the personals, he could do the angles, he could do the entertainment, he could do the comedy, he could do the rebuttals. He could do all of that. If you think, for you people talking about rebuttals, we've seen Ill Will rebuttal and go see his battle versus Chef Trez. Honestly speaking, I just don't see how 40 Cal can overcome that. I think Ill Will was too well-rounded, man. He's just too well-rounded. And Uh, we understand. We understand that 40 Cal is gonna shot. Like if 40 Cal goes up there and has a mediocre night, it's gonna look better than what it is because of what we've witnessed from Jay Mills and guys like that. You know, even Cassidy. There was people who was gassing Cassidy's bars that were trash. You know what I'm saying? And that was in his first rounds, which were okay first rounds, but you hearing it from him and it sounded a little bit better because you knew everything else sounds so horrible. So the one or two things he did say good sounded that much good when everything else has just been that horrible. So I hope that doesn't have an effect on this battle where people take mediocre thing and because it's 40 Cal or because you've heard worse shit, you think that that's really good. You know, again, I think this is going to be a 3-0 and a possible body bag. And I don't want to say that. I'm from Harlem. I don't ever want to talk down on any of my Harlem guys like that. But I have to be honest, man. Ill Will was just... He's a damn killer, man. He's a killer. You were stepping in there. I respect 40 Cal for taking that battle, just like I respect Jay Mills for battling Shine, just like I respected him for battling E-Ness. Those guys can kill you on any night, and we already saw what K-Shine did. And I think that this is going to be more the same. I just think Ill Will is too much for anybody to deal with. You know, let alone 40 Cal. Which, that's the headline. That's the main event of that. In case I didn't make that clear, also Floss the Boss versus KT and Blue Cocaine versus Lady J. It's not happening as part of the main card. Those are on-site battles, so I guess you'll see those battles on the VOD. I don't know that it's gonna be available during the stream. Now I think that will be dope as people are sitting there waiting for the actual card to start. I think it will be dope for them to just stream both those battles. But if they don't, it's not a big deal. If you get the VOD, you'll get a chance to watch that. You know, on the playback. T-Boo said, "I know this might sound crazy, but what if 40 win?" I mean, again, if 40 wins, that can only be great for him because then he can ask for more money on the next battle. He can ask for even a bigger name if he wants to. I think he could demand, which I have no idea why you would book a 40 Cal battle in Atlanta. I don't understand that. You know, I think that battle should have took place in New York. I don't know how you don't do that battle in New York. But I think that should he win, it lines up for a bigger check, possibly a bigger name. Because there aren't many bigger names than Ill Will, to be honest, in my opinion. And then he could even say, hey, if you want me to do this again, it has to be in New York, which is going to be a huge draw, you know. And I understand RBE isn't doing stuff in New York because it's more expensive, harder to find a different venue. They have their, excuse the phone ringing, the house phone ringing. They have their relationship with Club Drum, but Drum is still, from my understanding, Drum is still charging them an arm and a leg. And then there's times with issues with the scheduling. When it comes to Atlanta, it's maybe cheaper flights and cheaper because it's like a central hub. Everybody from different directions. It's almost in the middle there. So again, if 40 Cal wins, I think that it'll just set up for a big event back in New York. I don't know what AJ is talking about there. So again, like I said, I don't like this because look, the doors open at 1 o'clock. Again, get your tickets and pay-per-view at rarebreedent.com. You can go on their social media, get the promo code so you can get $10 off your tickets. URL is doing an event there too, and their event is gonna start. I think doors open for that at like 5. But whatever. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll get more in depth into that situation. Last thing I want to talk about. What is it that we want to see next from RBE? Again, I understand the whole Atlanta thing and the reasons behind it. I want to see them come back to New York, and not just because I want to go, which of course that's playing a part. Clearly that's easier for me to just go to a New York event than go to Atlanta. But I want to, again, they are putting out another solid card. And then you got the nonsense behind it that URL did. It's going to make this a harder sell because of that. I know ARP is trying to do the, play the nice guy and say all the right things. Or this only means you're getting 2 for 1. But, I don't like that shit, man. Either way, I think when it comes to RBE, I don't know if you guys remember that trailer, one of their first battles they dropped in 2020, and it showed a lineup of cards they have coming up. It seemed like they're gonna do something like 4 or 5 events this year. I would like to see them do a little bit more than that, but I understand it's not that simple. I wouldn't mind seeing Hollow back. I wouldn't mind seeing Hollow. It would be dope to see Hollow versus Mook on RBE. There's been rumors that battle is booked already and it's on URL, but we don't know that. Those are rumors. I wouldn't mind seeing Hollow back on RBE, a big battle versus Mook. I saw them talking on social media about the possibility of him battling Rum Nitty. So Hollow versus Rum Nitty will be an absolute dope ass battle, and yes, I would love to see that on RBE. Probably URL's probably gonna snatch that battle. But I want to see that on RBE. And I wouldn't mind seeing Shotgun Sugar and Head Ice on RBE. So I don't know what they have coming up. I like this mixture of putting the girls battles on. I hope that's something that is always happening on their card. That they always have a ladies battle on here against each other, not necessarily all the time against a guy. Which there's nothing wrong with that either. But I just want to see the ladies get a shine, man. And I like seeing this. I think they should be doing. I said this to Salute Visual. I said this to Lawrence, both publicly and privately. I think that they should be doing more with these 1SKs. Maybe even have a private event of just a bunch of 1SKs, and put it out on YouTube for free, or maybe put it out as VOD at a discounted price. You know what I'm saying? But I do think they should be doing more with the 1SKs. Situations. And again, I like the on-site joints. I really do like them. Go check out Floss the Boss versus Nice as an example. You can see Calico versus Big K. That just Calico versus Ill Will. That just happened to work out the way that it did. There's been a few, so go check those out and see what I'm talking about. So I like the idea. You're getting pretty much what, like 10 battles? Let me see this. You're getting Pain versus Zay, Bone Car versus Ravington, Floss the Boss versus KT, Show versus Mac Myron, Blue Cocaine versus Lady J, Rosenberg Raw versus Snake Eyes, Chef Church versus Sharon, Big K, Adi Boom, Danny Myers, A-Board, 40 Cal, Ill Will. Yeah, you're getting 10 battles if you buy the VOD. I don't know if they're going to give access to ticket holders to be able to watch the on-site battles. I don't know if they're going to do that. But that's 10 battles. And hold on, let me check and see what they are charging. They're probably charging like close to $50 for this. Which I'm probably gonna make my purchase when I get off this live. Let's check. Let's check what the ticket prices are. Let's check what the prices is for the pay-per-view. So you can now purchase your tickets with Cash App as well. So you got your Cash App tickets and your credit card or PayPal tickets that you can purchase. So either way, whichever way is at your convenience, there you go. All right. So general admission tickets are $40. With the fee, it's gonna come out to about $45. Right? That's general admission tickets. Stage passes are $120, and the fees for that is $5.79. So that's $125.79 per ticket. That's not a bad price for a stage pass. But again, general admission is $40 for your tickets. And again, you can get that PayPal off your credit card, or you can Cash App that. Let's see if there's a different price for the Cash App. Let's see this. And you could cash app $ rare breed ENT. All right. So it's not really giving me an option here. So I'm guessing it's the same prices. It's just a different payment method. All right. So again, that's the $ rare breed ENT. And the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view is $40. That's not bad. That's not bad. $40 pay-per-view. Watch it on 3 different devices, I think, or you can, or it's compatible with those devices. I believe you can only watch on 2 devices at one time, though. For those of you who are unaware. So if you want to people, and I've done it. You want to split the bill with somebody, 2020, and that's just an option. I know we have some of these bootleg gang in the chat right now. So the pay-per-view is Saturday. Let me see what time. So it's at the Music Room, 327 Edgewood Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. Doors open at 1 o'clock. I'm assuming the battles are gonna start at like 2, maybe 3. But don't quote me on that. Just keep paying attention to the stream. See what's popping. Pay attention to social media. Everybody giving you updates, so on and so forth. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Salute to everybody. Thank you for rocking with me. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the alert bell. Get the likes up. Make sure you hit the like button. Comment. Let me know who you think is gonna be. Who you have as what's your predictions? Bottom line. Give me your predictions. Who you think got it? Again, look out for the King of the Dot Awards. I think you can still donate to that. I've donated. Make sure that you donate. Go check them out on social media if you don't know, or you could go straight to GoFundMe and type it in, the KOTD Awards. It'll pop up and you can donate straight to that. I think that's dope what they're doing over there. You know what I'm saying, with the King of the Dot Awards. All right, subscribe. You know what I'm saying. Thank you all for rocking with me, T-Bull, AJ. Andrea, Viduel, Pyru Pancakes, and anybody else tuned in. Salute.